On behalf of all the members of the faculty members of the GSAIS and the organizing committee for the symposium, I'd like to say a few words as a closing remarks. Since the foundation of our GSAIS in 2011, 6-7 years ago, we have been discussing on what is human survivability, what human survivability research are, and what is the major issues which we have to challenge, and what we should do or what we can do. Still yet we don't have the right answer. However, this is the question which we should ask for a long time, even from now on. And to get some clue in this kind of discussion, in the past 5 years, we have organized the different symposium here. This is one of it. And in the past symposia, we have focused on the human survivability and the global leaders challenging the global issues, or the energy problem, or the disasters, and so on. And this time we have come to the main topic of the science and the culture. Personally, I had been in the medical school for a long time as the researcher in the field of the molecular microbiology and immunology. And when I entered the medical school almost 50 years ago, I was intending to be a good physician, doctor, clinical doctor. And actually, I spent only 3 years in the hospital. Then I turned to change to my field to basic science, basic medical science. And but when I was young, we were quite frequently asked or taught by the teachers in the medical school that you should be an artist in the field of medical science. Please not become just a technical expert using the knowledge on the disease. What you will see is not the disease itself, but you will deal with the person, the patient who are suffering from a disease. This is still I remember this, and but now in the medical school, because of the development of the science or the molecular basis of the diseases, the medical students want to be rather scientist, measuring some special field and handling with the molecules, the amino acid proteins. And actually, I also have spent almost 40 years in the lab, producing some novel data, aiming to publish in big journals with a high impact factor. But I personally, I believe and that as Dr. Crowley mentioned, the science should be the part of the art in the wider idea. And still, we have the discussion whether what is the human survivability studies. The researchers, whether the individual researchers can contribute to the the development of the human survivability studies, but through the studies and the individual experts. We still don't know. However, this is one of the long-term question. But as far as we are living, we are enjoying the daily life in this neighborhood in Vietnam. We never feel the threat to my own survivability. I think the tomorrow will come, and I will survive. I never think that my life tomorrow will be endangered by something. As far as living in the small, confined in the small area and enjoying the daily life as before. However, if we open the eyes to the far beyond this neighborhood, we can learn that some 200,000 evacuees who survived the tragic the earthquake and the tsunami 6, 7 years ago, who still not able to go back to their home or homeland yet. So we can realize that we are in need for the preparedness for the very rare tragedy or the disasters, and also I feel that the resilience is very much important after the suffering from the such kind of the disasters. And so today I personally enjoyed very much of this symposium, and we have listened to the all the nice, very inspiring and comprehensive talks from the various aspects. And it's not very easy to reach to the some common and correct answer, but I think and I believe that every one of us can or have picked up some take-home message from some of the talks given by the nice speakers today. Lastly, I would like to thank all the participants for your valuable contribution to make this symposium very fruitful one, and also our special thanks are goes to Dr. Crowley and Dr. Kerr and Dr. Miyagi, who joined us kindly all the way from the abroad and from outside the university for their wonderful talks. And lastly, I think this was really a nice symposium as a 6th international symposium held by the GSAIS. And let's keep, I would like to ask every one of you to keep in touch together with for the creation of the nice human survivability studies. And this is the final message from me. Thank you very much.